What up, Brantley Gilbert?
What's going on?
What's going on, man? I love this new song.
I appreciate it, brother. Thank you, man.
So good. So good. So how do you get Blake in on this?
Man, to be honest with you, I kind of like to go through, when I'm asking somebody to collaborate or feature on something, I always ask to go through their manager. That way they don't feel like obligated. If I ask personally, so that kind of gives them an out to say no.
But if you really want them on it, you go straight to them because they can't tell you no.
Oh yeah, if they say no to the manager, then I'll follow up personally. You know, I mean, like, I will give them a chance to say no first.
Right.
Before I act like a jealous ex-girlfriend and start blowing their phone up.
Right.
Oh, they got weird. So what did you do? Did you go to him directly or?
But I talked to him a little bit, but yet I actually went through my manager and asked her that, and he jumped on board. And then we started texting after that. And I've always been a huge fan of Blake and his music, and he's been the same dude every time I've met him, and he's always been just really good to me, man.
He didn't
and
change.
I appreciate that.
And Vince Gill, man. I mean, Vince
Right.
Gill.
Yeah, Vince Gill. I've been saying for years, you get Vince Gill to sing harmonies and play a little electric guitar on your record, you make anybody sound great. I could get Vince Gill to sing back up for me. It would sound fantastic.
You would?
You figured it out.
Yeah.
Exactly what Vince is doing.
Gill, that's what he does.
He had to make it good.
You said you texted Blake. Do you have phone numbers in your phone of people that like you don't really know that well, that you don't text that often, but you have their number?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It feels weird, yeah.
So
I think more so just in case they ever reach out to me, like I know who it is.
Yes.
I'm kind of a no new friends kind of guy. Like,
yeah, right.
you know what I mean? I've got my buddies. And
People had their
they're
time.
more than I know what to do with.
People had their time to get on the team, and they didn't. So now the teams we're closing the enrollment.
Yeah.
But y'all are on it. So
that explains why I never get replies when I text Brantley.
That's
That must
not
be why.
true at all. This man don't text me.
It's called Heaven by Then. It's Brantley Gilbert with Blake Shelton and Vince Gill. We got it on for you right now. The new song Heaven by Then with Blake Shelton and Vince Gill. You ever been to Vince's house?
No.
I haven't either. I've just seen videos where he's got all, like this gigantic guitar room. It's like a studio, really. But he has these drawers where you would think like you have like clothes, like you and I, or a junk drawer, and you pull it out, and it's all these guitars that are laid out and they're all around the entire room.
Are they like, is every drawer like custom made to fit each individual guitar perfectly, like a gun case?
I mean, yeah, it looks like they hold like two each in each one, and they're turned, to where they fit. They kind of match.
Yeah.
Like shoes, you would choose. And then he has this, huge studio and all that. I can't stand Vince.
Man,
He's
you
terrible.
know what? If I was that good at something, I'd probably have all that.
Oh, yeah,
You know
look,
what I mean?
he's got like these giant
you
drawers with
you find
the guitars in them.
How
Yeah,
the heck
look
do you
at this.
find that? So
I
really?
just searched Vince Gill guitar collection, and he's got them all.
They're all in there.
Laid out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
What do you have in
I'm
drawers?
gonna be honest with you, man. Here's the deal. It's like I had two people that I wanted to sing with for sure before. It was kind of like a bucket list thing. Never in a million years thought I'd get on a song with Blake. So that was a dream come true. But on the last record, we had Alison Krauss on it, and I was like, if there were ever two people that like God gave angels voices to, it's like Alison Krauss and Vince Gill.
Mm-hmm.
And to have him on this one, man, it was like we heard that high harmony part. Like when Blake and I both did our parts, I took a shot at singing that high boy, and it wasn't gonna happen, bro. Let's just face it. Like, look, I'll be honest with y'all. Nobody in this room is ever gonna accuse me of being Carrie Underwood. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, you look like her, but you don't sing like her.
Neither one of those are true. Yeah, my voice is like a dirt road and cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? And then Vince is the angel.
Yeah. All right, the Brantley Gilbert's with us as a new album out called So Help Me God. We'll talk more about that and touring with Brantley Gilbert up next. Brantley Gilbert has a new album out. It's called So Help Me God, and it's available now. And that's where you'll find Heaven by Then. It's on there.
Yes, sir.
And a bunch of other songs, too. And so now you're on tour with Five Finger Death Punch. I've heard of them. I don't know them.
What? Oh,
I'm-
dude, Five
I'm
Finger Death
stunned
Punch.
that D doesn't know.
I think that band got America through the desert conflicts. I mean, because every compilation video of IEDs going off, or the A-10 Warthogs lighting people up, was 2 Five Finger Death Punch songs.
Absolutely.
Is that the one?
I don't know anything about Five Finger Death Punch except that every time I see a guy wearing one of their T-shirts, I think, I don't want to mess with that dude. You know
looks
what I mean?
angry.
You see that guy, and he just looks like he could beat me up.
So this is like
Oh,
it's a rock group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But like rock. They're like
Yeah.
How do you get on tour with a heavy metal band? This is not even like.
you gotta be a bad man. Either that,
you
you
ain't
have
kidding.
to release a couple singles that don't pick up a whole lot of country radio. One of the two.
Yeah.
But no joke, man. We actually, all jokes aside, we've been talking about doing something for a long time. Yeah, in Ivan and I, we talked about doing a couple shows together and just seeing how people took it, and all that kind of went out the window. We did a song together, and we were like, you know what? Let's just send it. Let's go.
I would think that you guys would be a good fit. I think a lot of the shared audience is there.
Oh, for sure. There was not as much crossover as you would think, but there is a giant, and it's funny. Some nights our people will win the race to the front, and some nights
You can
their
tell.
people win their race to the front, and you always know because there are people that are face paint,
Oh.
5 fingers across their face,
Okay.
and
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
dude, they got really cool merch.
They're like juggalos.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's different. It's wild. If you've never been to a show like that, you ought to come out.
I've never gone to see them, so I might have to go and see you guys
I might have
all
been
together.
at a Five Finger Death Punch show where.
Yes.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yes.
And,
Come on.
I know everybody's surprised to hear that.
I'm not surprised.
No one here is
But I was
surprised.
talking to people outside who had been in line because it was, like you said, a race to the front because it's GA. And so you can be the first to the barrier. Folks were there at 5 a.m. Just sitting, waiting. And what they would do is they would send one to go get drinks. And then somebody else would okay, we're going to go around the corner and get food and come back.
And it's always the same thing. They go, this is nothing. I've slept in worse places.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, the adrenaline going on when them dudes are playing the energy is something else. It's an experience, man, no joke. And as much as you see these guys and a lot of people would think some of them may even be scary looking, but dude, I'm telling you, Ivan's the nicest dude, especially now that he's sober. I know you see the videos and stuff online of him, kind of having a moment, but the dude is really genuinely kind. Calls me 2-3 times a week to check on my wife and kids and stuff. It's he's a real dude, man. I
It's
got real love
interesting
for him.
because that's how we describe you. Because people are always like, who's the most surprising country star? And we're like, man, Brantley Gilbert. You would, if you saw him on the street, you'd be like, I don't want to go talk to him because I think he looks mean. But you're one of the sweetest dudes, and it's silly to pronounce or to describe you that way, but you really are. You're very empathetic. You're nice.
I try to be, man.
But he just described himself as a bad dude.
But
So,
he is also that.
I was
But he
being,
is
I was
also
being
that.
funny,
And
man.
he's also so polite.
Yeah, you know,
When not that you're not polite now, but when the microphones are off and everything is ma'am, it's nobody gets away without a title.
you
from
making
you.
my mama proud right now. Come on, you keep on talking.
your mama did all right.
Yeah,
I'm just
she did
saying.
all right. She did all
I
right.
appreciate it, man. No, it's a common misunderstanding. I think maybe the tattoos or something, but yeah, man, it takes a lot, especially nowadays. It's been over 10 years since I've had a drink or anything, and it's real hard to make me mad. I'm a Willie Nelson fan. I'm pretty laid back. It's pretty hard to rile me up.
Okay.
I mean,
got
if you
that.
mess with my wife or kids or something, I'll bury you. But outside of that, I'm good.
All right. How do we get on that list with the protection list? I want to be on your protection list.
yeah.
How do we
You're
get-
on it.
Yeah. If anybody messes with us, Brantley's going to take him down.
Well, the album is out now. It's called "So Help Me God" from Brantley Gilbert. Check it out, and it also has that "Heaven by Then" on there as well. Dude, congratulations on the album. Congratulations to you. You seem like you're in a good place.
Man, I'll tell you, God's been way blessed me with so much more than I deserve in a million ways. And this is yesterday was a good day, man. We had #1 most added song, and it's been a long time since we've had that. And this song's special too, because Blake and Vince are on it, so it's kind of a bucket list song, but it's also kind of exactly where I am in life. And I do feel like sometimes the world's kind of walking off and leaving me behind. 'Cause I'm a little old school, you know, and some of the stuff that I love is becoming less and less, you know. Okay, so it's kind of what that song's about. It's kind of maybe feeling like you're being left.
No, you're
behind
speaking to our hearts, man.
Right?
I think pretty much all of us are like, this song is great.
No, man, I appreciate
You
that.
talking about like when the McRib goes away and like, is that what you're talking about?
Similar.
That is,
yeah.
it's not,
Bring it
that is
back.
not what it's about. You could write a verse of the song, though, about McRib just for Big D.
But
just
if
say-
he really loves McRibs and people are starting to
Well, you know
kinda
they're
not-
saying McRib is going away like this.
It's gone
It's
away.
out right now. When
Yeah,
it's
but-
gone, it's never coming back.
Oh,
That's what they said about
not
the
really
Mexican
good.
pizza. Just saying.
It'll come back.
Yeah.
If enough of you like protest, I mean, I'm
Oh,
talking about
that
the
is one
full
fat
deal.
protest. People protesting the McRib. Bring back McRib. It's all a bunch of 400-pound dudes.
We protest everything now. Why not
Yeah,
that?
we can't really walk around in circles, but we sit here with our signs.
It'll be a
Some
sit-in.
of us have rascals. They ride around. It's fine.
Yeah, you call that rich dude, he'll drop you off some bricks to throw and everything.
Brantley Gilbert, everyone. The album is called "So Help Me God." The song that is so good that we keep praising. It's called "Heaven by Then." Heaven by Then. Brantley Gilbert, everyone. Brother, good to see you again. Thank
Good
you.
to see y'all, brother. Thank y'all so much for having me, man. It's always a blast coming here with you guys and girls. Girl.
Patrick's part of the girls.
That's fine. I got the boobs for it.
Patrick. Why they so rough on you, man?
Man, 23 years. I'm used to it.
One of
They
these
just-
days you go out to say F and start throwing bombs in here.
Yes.
Oh, I fight back. It's fine.
If you start throwing hands in here, I'm glad this camera's rolling.
Hey, you want to check out more videos? We got them over there.
That's about the best I think we have. But if you want to look at others, you can. Click away.
Subscribe.